Hello, everyone. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to apologize for the 5-minute delay as I got hung up, believe it or not. Well, you will believe it if you know me. I got hung up doing the Field of Dreams testing that started this morning. So I looked up at the clock and said, oh, crap, I have to do a stream because I advertised it. So here we are. I had to put the testing on hold, and we're doing 1917 Red Sox baseball. Dwayne Martz is in the stadium. Thank you very much, Dwayne, for those people who are tuning in later. And right now, Dwayne Martz YouTube network has the best APA baseball on YouTube. Okay, here we have the Washington Nationals to face the Boston Red Sox on April 25th, 1917. And let's go to the lineup screen. The lineup for the Washington Senators, as it says it here, or the Washington Nationals, some people call them. Joe Judge at first, Eddie Foster playing second, Clyde Milan in center, Sam Rice in right, Howie Shanks in left field, the infamous Howie Shanks, Ray Morgan at third, Sam Crane at short, John Henry catching, and Doc Ayers pitching today. For the Red Sox, Hall of Famer Harry Hooper will be in right, Jack Berry, the manager of the team, at second, Dick Blitzel at first, Duffy Lewis in left, Tilly Walker in center, Larry Gardner at third, Everett Scott, holder of the consecutive games played streak before Lou Gehrig broke it, at short, Pinch Thomas catching, and a treat today, Babe Ruth pitching, whose current record is 1 win, 2 losses in 3 games he's pitched. Let's start the game. Here we are at an overcast Fenway Park. Let's check the weather now that I see the sky. Partly cloudy. Well, that looks like more than partly cloudy. Temperature 52 degrees, and the wind is in from left field at 11 miles per hour. I just went over the lineup, so I will skip the lineups this morning here in Las Vegas or this afternoon if you're on the East Coast. And let's do the defense for the Red Sox. Lewis in left, Walker in center, Hooper in right. Left to right in the infield, Gardner, Scott, Barry, Blitzel, Thomas catching, Babe Ruth pitching, Joe Judge, who's going to be the Beatles eternally player of the game. So we will do a reading from the biographical encyclopedia about Joe Judge later today. And Babe Ruth is set to start. And here's the pitch. Fly ball to center field. And there's one down here at Fenway Park on April 25th, 1917. Stepping up to the plate, Eddie Foster. Eddie Foster hitting a .138 in this young season. Ruth delivers, and it's a pop-up to the infield. Second baseman's going to put it away, and we have 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. Clyde Milan. Clyde is hitting .298 with 3 RBIs here in the young season, and Ruth is about to deliver. There's a line drive into the outfield for a base hit. Center fielder picks it up, throws it into the infield, and the Washington Nationals, or Senators, however you want to call them, have a runner on first with Sam Rice batting .341, stepping into the left-handed batter's box. Facing the left-handed Ruth, there's a ground ball to short. over to first. The top half of the inning is over as we go to the bottom of the first. Washington nothing, Boston coming to bat. The outfield for Washington, Shanks, Milan, and Rice. Around the infield, Morgan, Crane, Foster, and Judge, with Henry catching. Ayers pitching. Ayers has pitched 4 1/3 innings this year. He has no win-loss record. He's a right-handed pitcher. He will face Harry Hooper, who's hitting .289. Fly the ball to left field. Backing up is the left fielder. He's going to put it away for the out. One down as Howie Shanks throws the ball in, and Ayers to face the manager, Jack Barry, who was the Beatles' eternally biographical player of the game in our first broadcast about 10 days ago. Barry hitting 105. I'm not sure how long he's going to leave himself in at second. But he's going to take ball 4, and he's going to walk on 4 pitches. Ayers to face Oblitzel. Oblitzel off to a hot start, hitting .407 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Here's Ayers' pitch. That ball is a base hit. The runner is going to go to third. He's going to slide. He's going to be safe. And we have Red Sox have runners on first and third with only 1 out as Duffy Lewis comes to bat. Also started well this season, hitting .333. Ayers delivers, and there's going to be a base hit. The runner's going to score. Runner on first is going to hold at second base. Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Ayers now to face Tilly Walker, .364. These Red Sox are hitting pretty good this season. Grounded to third. It's going to be the second for 1. Over to first. They're going to complete the double play to end the inning. But not before Boston scores a run on 2 hits. And at the end of 1, the Red Sox lead 1-0. Top of the second, Babe Ruth will face Shanks, Morgan, and Crane. Shanks 0 for 3 on this young season. Line drive caught by the first baseman, 1 down. Ray Morgan, 1 for 8. Ruth winds and fires. And that ball is hit to first baseman, who's going to take it unassisted. For the out. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the second. Sam Crane, 1 for 5 this season. Ruth delivers. And he struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Boston. Bottom of the second inning, Gardner, Scott, and Thomas to face Doc Ayers. Here's Gardner, pitch to Gardner. And there's going to be a booted ball to the shortstop, and Gardner will reach on the first error of the game. Runner on first, nobody out. Everett Scott, 194 hitter this season. In 1917, this would be an automatic bunt. Let's see if he does it. There it is. Right back to the mound. Is going to get the lead runner. That bunt was a waste of time, as the Red Sox only have the same situation with 1 more out. Scott on first, 1 out. Pinch Thomas steps in. Ayers delivers. It's a pitch out, and he's going to have to wait for him to slide because he's going to be out by a mile. And there's a quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the delivery to Thomas. And he's going to pop it up. Shortstop's going to put it away. We head to the top of the third. Still 1-0 Boston. Here we go. Top of the third, we'll find Henry, Ayers, and Judge to face Babe Ruth. Pop up into shallow right field. Incoming is the first baseman back on the dirt part of the infield for the out, 1 down. Doc Ayers is first at bat this season. Ruth delivers, and he takes a strike 3 looking. 2 up, 2 down. This game's moving right along. And Joe Judge, 333 hitter, 14 hits, 42 at-bats. And here's Ruth's pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And Joe Judge reaches first with his 15th hit of the season. Judge on first. Eddie Foster up. Foster 0 for 1 today. Ruth checks the runner and throws. And he's going to walk him. That 3-1 pitch wasn't even close. First runners on first and second. Judge in scoring position for Clyde Milan, who's got a hit today. Ruth checks the runners and throws. And there it is. There is a fly ball, and it's going to be caught in the infield by the second baseman. Didn't even make it to the outfield. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Boston. Bottom of the third, Babe Ruth, followed by the top of the order, Hooper and the manager, Jack Barry. Here's Ayers' pitch. Babe Ruth strikes out looking. 1 down. Hooper steps in, batting .282. There is a fly ball on the left. It's going to drop in for a base hit. That is bobbled by the left fielder. There's going to be an error on the left fielder. That's going to allow Hooper to reach second base. Second error of the game for Washington. Hooper on second, scoring position for the anemic hitting Jack Barry, who's also the manager. Here's the pitch. It is a balk. Jack Barry's not even going to get a chance because the umpire called that a balk, and Hooper advances to third. 1 out. Great opportunity to Barry to help his own team's cause here. Ayers delivers, and he walks him. Second walk of the inning. Runners now on first and third with 1 out. Dicko Blitzel, 429 hitter, 1 for 1 in today's game. Ayers delivers. And there's a base hit into left field. That's going to score the second run of the game. Runner is going to hold up on second base. Runners on first and second, 1 out for Duffy Lewis. He's been patrolling that left field mound in front of the left field wall for most of the 19 teens. Ayers delivers. There's a fly ball, but it's not going to get into the outfield. It is going to be caught by the shortstop, and that's the end. Nope, that's 2 outs. Sorry, I lost count. Blitzel and Barry still on base for Tilly Walker, who's 0 for 1 and hitting .353. The pitch, and that ball is a double play that was bounced back to first in an 0-2 pitch. He's hit by the pitch. Sorry, that's a mistake. I was confused by the screen here, and as I look up, he hit in a double play his last time up. That's what I read. Okay, my mistake. He's hit by the pitch was what I thought I saw. Bases are loaded. I apologize for that confusion. I confused myself. Bases loaded. Larry Gardner 0 for 1 today, 171 on the season. Here's the pitch to Ayers, and that is a base hit. No, he's an out. Boy, I'm not doing well. Three to nothing, Boston. We're going to forget that play calling in the bottom of the third. For all those listening, I apologize as I got out of track, out of sync, so to speak. Let's go to the top of the fourth. We'll just forget what I said in the bottom of the third. At least I'm going to forget it. Rice, Shanks, and Morgan due up to face Ruth here in the top of the fourth. Ground ball to second base. He's up with it over to first, and I called the play that actually happened, one down. Howie Shanks 0 for 1 on the day. Ruth delivers. There is a fly ball in the right field. That's going to be put away for the out. 2 down. As Harry Hooper throws the ball back in, and Ray Morgan 0 for 1 steps up to the plate. Ruth delivers. There is a fly ball in the center field. Backing up is Walker, puts it away. An easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Boston. Ayers to face Scott, Thomas, and Ruth, the bottom third of the Red Sox order. Ground ball to second, up with it. And there's going to be another error. That's the third error of the game for the Washington Senators. Runner Scott reaches first on the error. Thomas coming up, 0 for 1 on the day, 150 on the season. Ayers bunts. This time the bunt is successful, and they're going to throw to the second baseman to get Thomas for the out. Sacrifice works. Everett goes to second, and David Lando comes by. Thank you, David, for stopping in. I appreciate all the viewers I'm going to get with that file being dropped from Dreams, Field of Dreams League. I'm sure people are more interested in playing with that file than watching this game. So, and that probably includes me. So I'm going to get through this game and move back to the simming of the Field of Dreams League to see how we're all going to do. Ayers now to face Babe Ruth, who struck out his first time up. This time he's going to ground it to second, over to first for the out. 2 away, but the runner advances to third as Hooper steps up 1-2 on the day. Ayers delivers. There's a fly ball in the right field, but that's going to be caught for the third out of the inning. No runs are going to score for Boston. We go to the top of the fifth. Red Sox leading 3-0. Top of the fifth, the Senators will send their bottom third of the order up. Crane, Henry, and Ayers to face Babe Ruth. Ruth delivers, and there's a pop-up in the infield. It's in foul territory. First baseman puts it away, 1 down. John Henry 0 for 1 on the day, 188 on the season. Babe Ruth winds and fires. There's another pop-up in the infield, way up. That's a major league pop-up. The second baseman's under it. That was so high, the batter almost made it to second base before he's put out. 2 up, 2 down. Babe Ruth to face his counterpart, Doc Ayers. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to second base. Over to Blitzel for the out. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 Boston. Boston will send up Barry, Blitzel, and Lewis to face Ayers in this pitcher's duel here on April 25th, 1917. Ayers delivers. Ground ball to third. He's up with it. Across the diamond for the out. 1 down. That was a great play by Ray Morgan. Dick Blitzel batting .448, 2 for 2 today, steps in. The averages will vary to the extremes here in the early season as there's not enough at-bats for these players. Ayers pitches to Blitzel. He's going to hit a routine fly ball to center field. That's going to be caught for the out. Milan throws the ball back in, and stepping into the batter's box, Duffy Lewis, 1 for 2, hitting .342. The pitch, he swings and misses. He strikes him out. We head to the top of the sixth, still 3-0 Red Sox. Top of the sixth, we'll see the top of the Washington Senators order stepping in. Judge followed by Foster and Milan. Babe Ruth delivers to the left-handed hitting Judge. Ground ball to second. Over to first for the out. Barry makes a nice throw. 1 down. Eddie Foster, 0 for 1. He hits a slow roller to third. Across the diamond for the out. 2 up, 2 down as Morgan made a great play there, and Ruth will now face Clyde Milan, the center fielder. He's going to hit a line drive right to the first baseman, who snares it out of thin air. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the sixth in this quick-moving game, 3-0 Boston. Bottom of the sixth, Walker for the Red Sox, followed by Gardner and Scott due up to face Ayers. And there's a fly ball to left. 1 down. Shanks throws it back in. Larry Gardner steps up. He's hitting a .194. Ayers delivers. He's going to pop it up. Shortstop coming in. Calls everybody off. Puts it away. 2 down. Game is moving quickly for Everett Scott, who reached on an error his last time up. The delivery. And he's going to take ball 4. 4 pitches, 4 balls, 1 walk. Scott on first. Thomas stepping in. 0 for 1 today. What do you think? Scott going to try to steal? This is the dead ball era. Ground ball. It's in. Fly ball. It's in the right field for a base hit. Scott's going to go to third. He's going to slide. He's going to beat the throw, and it is runners on first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch Thomas is going to be on first for Babe Ruth, who is 2 for 12 batting this season, 167. Ayers pitches to Ruth. Ruth hits a ball into right field, and that's going to be a gapper. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs going to score. Ruth is headed for third. Here comes the throw. Not even close. It didn't even go to third. It was cut off by the second baseman. Babe Ruth helps his own cause. It is now 5-0 Boston. Harry Hooper here in the bottom of the sixth steps in. How long Ayers will be in is anybody's guess. Hooper 1 for 3 today. Ground ball to second, over to first to end the inning, but not before the Red Sox score 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Washington errors, and the Red Sox lead 5-0. Top of the 7th, Babe Ruth takes the mound to face Rice, Shanks, and Morgan. Rice 0 for 2 today, 326 on the season. Ruth gets the sign, pitching to the left-handed batting Rice, and Rice is going to bang a base hit in the left field, lead-off single for Washington. They fell behind 5-0, but they're not going to sit there and let the Red Sox take the game without a little fight. Howie Shanks 0 for 2 on the game, 0 for 5 on the season. Steps up to the plate. Ruth delivers. He's going to swing and miss. He strikes out. 1 down. Runner remains at first for Ray Morgan, 0 for 2. 1 for 10 on the season. Runner on first. Rice headed for second. He's going to be out by a mile. Why did he try to steal? Down 5-0 makes no sense, but he is caught stealing, and now there's 2 outs. Morgan has no one on facing Ruth's pitch, and here it is. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be into center field, eluding the second baseman, and that's a base hit. And that base runner being thrown out really was a problem this inning for Washington, as Morgan on first, Sam Crane, the shortstop, 1 for 7 on the season. Morgan on first. Here's Ruth's pitch. And he is going to strike out swinging. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th inning for the Red Sox Barry will face Harper, who is now in to pitch for Washington. Blitzel and Lewis will come after that. Harry Harper pitching is 1-0 with 2 innings pitched, has not allowed a hit, not struck out anybody, and walked 2 people in this young season. Barry, the manager of the Red Sox and the second baseman, swings, and it's a ground ball to short. He's going to be up with it. Going to throw to first for the out. 1 down, bottom of the 7th. Blitzel 2 for 3 has raised his average to 433. Harper delivers. And he's going to walk him on 4 pitches. Didn't want to take a chance. Blitzel at first. Lewis 1 for 3 on the day. Comes to bat. Harper delivers. There is a line drive into left center field. That ball is going to one-hop the wall. The runner is going to hold at third base, and that is going to be a double for Duffy Lewis. But Blitzel holds with less than 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Inauspicious start for Harry Harper. Tilly Walker, 343 hitters, got 12 hits so far this year. Batting from the right side, Harper, left-handed pitcher, delivers. He pops it up in the infield. That ball is caught for the out. The runners cannot advance. As Larry Gardner 1 for 3 on the day, hitting left-handed against the left-handed Harper. He swings. That ball is dribbled down to third base. They're going to pick it up. They're not going to be able to get him at first. A run will score on the infield hit by Larry Gardner. Score is now 6-0 Red Sox. Well, that looks like a line drive in the box score. A little dribble to third base as Everett Scott comes in, 0 for 2 on the day, 182 on the season. This game is probably already out of hand, but a base hit will score a run. Here's Harper's pitch. And there it is. There's the base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second runner. The throw. He doesn't even have to slide. He goes in standing. And there is a double. The runner is going to go to third when the throw came to the plate, so he will not be credited with a triple. Everett Scott will be credited with a double. 2 runs in. This game is now 8-0 Red Sox, and I think they can rest a little easy as Pinch Thomas steps in. Harper today has allowed 3 runs in 2/3 of an inning. That certainly blew his ERA off the charts. Ground ball to second. Going to throw to first. That ball is going to be dropped by the first baseman. The runner's going to go to second. Another run's going to score. That error is on a poor throw by the second baseman. It is now 9-0 Boston, and it's now categorized as a laugher, in my opinion. Harper to face the pitcher Babe Ruth. Ruth swings, hits the short, going to be thrown out at first. There's not going to be an error on that play. Inning is over. We head to the top of the 8th inning. 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Boston. No runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for the Washington Senators or Nationals, depending on what you want to call them. Henry, Harper, and the player of the game, Judge, due up here in the top of the 8th. Babe Ruth going to cruise to win here unless something drastic happens. Ground ball is short. Over to first for the out, 1 down. They're going to let Harper hit. I don't see why not. Why waste a player? He hits a grounder. It's to first base, but there's going to be an error on this play. He dove for the ball. The throw is dropped. It's going to be an error on the pitcher. They should have had him. Almost a great play by Blitzel, but Ruth is charged with an error. Runner on first, and the Beatles eternally player of the game steps into the batter's box. Joe Judge, we're going to have a slight delay as we do a reading about Joe Judge out of the Biographical Encyclopedia of Baseball. Joe Judge was born May 25th, 1894 in Brooklyn, and died on September 20th, 1963, March 11th, 1963. So he lived 69 years. Joe Judge has had one of the longest tenures with one team in Major League history, playing first base for the Washington Senators from 1915 through 1932. He and Hall of Famer Sam Rice, who is also on this team, hold the all-time record for most career hits by 2 teammates. That's as of when this biographical encyclopedia is written. I'm not sure that it still exists today, but I'm going to look that up after the broadcast and let you know on my Facebook page. Small for a first baseman, Judge was extremely agile around the bag and led American League first baseman in fielding 5 times, 23, 25, 27, 29, and 1930. 1925 happens to be the year that we're playing, one of the years that we drafted from in the Field of Dreams Baseball League, and Joe Judge is in that league. Back to the encyclopedia. His lifetime fielding average of .993 was an American League record for more than 30 years after his retirement in 1934. In addition, he held career records for the American League first basemen for games played, putouts, double plays, chances at the time of his retirement. His 131 double plays at first base in 1922 was a major league record. Indeed, the Senators' infield of 1924 featured Judge at first, Bucky Harris at second, Roger Pekapod short, and Ossie Bluge at third was regarded by baseball historians of the period as one of the best defensive units ever. Judge batted over 309 times and is one of 19 players in history to stroke 3 triples in one game. Primarily a singles hitter, Judge hit for double digits and homers only twice in his career, in 22 and in 1930 when he hit 10. His highest batting average was 333 in 1920, a year in which he also scored a career high 103 runs. His best RBI year was 1926 when he drove in 92. On June 28, 1930, Senators owner Clark Griffith staged a day in Judge's honor. An agreement was made with the Detroit Tigers owner, Frank Navin, prior to the game that Judge would receive a cash tribute if more than 9,000 people turned out for the game. More than 18,000 Washingtonians attended to honor Judge for his long and distinguished career as a senator, creating an unexpected bonanza of $10,500 for the popular first baseman. Seems like a pretty small amount in today's numbers, by back in 1930, that was a lot of money, probably more money than Judge made in the entire season. Judge, an integral part of the Senators' pennant-winning teams of 24 and 25, was released prior to the 33 season when the Senators captured their third and last pennant. In his 2 World Series, he hit .286 with a homer and 4 RBIs. After retiring as a player, Judge coached baseball at Georgetown University. Thank you for indulging me in reading that, but in honor of my mentor, Beatles Eternally for Dead Ball Baseball, I like honoring him with reading out of the biographical encyclopedia. Joe Judge will face Babe Ruth, and here's the pitch. And he swings and misses for strike 3. 2 down, runner on first, top of the 8th. Eddie Foster 0 for 2 on the day to face Babe Ruth. The pitch. That's a ground ball to first. He's going to take it unassisted to first. That's going to end the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-0 Boston. Bottom of the 9th, top of the order, Hooper Berry and Hoblitzel to face Harper, who they leave in, who took a beating last inning, allowing 4 runs. The pitch, fly ball, shallow left field, but the shortstop will take it just on the outfield grass for the out. Jack Berry, the manager of the team, hitting an even 100. I think if I was hitting 100 and the manager of the team, I'd bench myself. Here's the pitch. Ground ball is short. Up with it to first for the out. Great throw to first by Crane. There are 2 outs bottom of the 8th inning for Hoblitzel, who's 2 for 3. .433 hitter this season. The pitch. There's another ground ball to short. Up with it. Going to throw to first. He's going to get him by a half a step. Inning is over. We head to the top of the 9th. 9-0 Red Sox. Top of the 9th inning. Ruth on the verge of completing this game. So far, 8 innings pitched, only allowing 4 hits. No runs, of course. Struck out 5 and walked 1. He will even his record at 2 wins and 2 losses with a sterling ERA of something around 191 when the game is over. Milan, Rice, and Shanks to face Babe Ruth. Here's Ruth's pitch. Ground ball to short. Scott to first for the out, 1 down. Rice 1 for 3 on the day, 341 on the season to face Babe Ruth, and he's going to wind and he's going to fire. And there's going to be a pop-up. The catcher coming out in front of home plate puts it away for the out. Washington down to their last out, and mercifully this game should be ending as Howie Shanks 0 for 3 is going to face Babe Ruth. Here's the pitch. There is a fly. Bat ball is going to be caught. The inning is over. Grounded out to third base. Throw to first for the out. Inning is over. It's a 4-hit shutout for Babe Ruth. Red Sox, 9 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. The Senators, 4-4. As the Red Sox run onto the field to congratulate Babe Ruth before they hit the dugout. Let's check the box score. Red Sox show no mercy in 9-0 thrashing of the Senators. A favor to his bullpen. That's what Babe Ruth was doing at Fenway Park as he blanked the Senators 9-0. I went out there to try to eat up innings and help out our bullpen, the Boston Red Sox left-hander said later. I felt I had my good stuff, and it turned out my command was solid. It's one of the things I like about the out-of-the-park baseball game. Babe Ruth will give you a quote. Ruth notched 5 strikeouts, surrendered 1 walk, allowed 4 hits, and kept the bullpen phone quiet all day. I'm not sure they had a phone in the bullpen in 1917. For the Senators, there are no highlights, but he scattered 4 hits. For the Red Sox, Bledsoe went 2 for 4 with an RBI, along with Lewis 2 for 4 and an RBI. Larry Gardner 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and Everett Scott 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. And the last 2 RBIs courtesy of Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, 9 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, struck out 5, walked 1, reduced his ERA to 1.85. Ayers, the loser, pitched 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, struck out 2, walked 3. And Harper finished with 2 pretty bad innings, allowing 3 earned runs and 3 hits. As we leave the game and finish today, we will take a moment early on the season, which means nothing, to glance at the standings. Cleveland Indians. Don't forget to remind me to go in and change that name to the Cleveland Indians before the next broadcast. 8-4 in first place. Red Sox and the Tigers, 1/2 game out, also with 4 losses in the American League. National League, Cubs leading 10-4. They lead the Brooklyn Robins by a game and a half. As we glance at the Red Sox, so far this season, a Blitzel hitting .419, Lewis .350, Walker .333. Pretty good hitting. Only 3 home runs for the Red Sox this year. 2 home runs, Blitzel and Lewis. Blitzel leads the team in RBIs. So far, so good. It's early on in the season. I hope you continue to follow my 1917 Red Sox replay. I will be playing approximately 1 game a week online. We will finish in September. In 1917 is a unique season, particularly because of the outbreak prior to 1917 of World War I. I will be hitting some of these historical highlights as the broadcast continues. But for today, that's about it. I want to thank Dwayne Martz and David Landau for being in the stadium today. It was a sparse crowd on a Saturday morning, but it is greatly appreciated that both of you are watching my games. For Bernie Strom, I'd like to thank you. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I am going to have a stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. It will be the 1949 Boston Red Sox replay using PC Replay Baseball. I hope you attend. Until then, hope you have a great day.